Okay.
There's one perspective which we look at. We ourselves are a medium, and I think it's absurd that with the number of mobile phones this country and the world has, we've not really taken ourselves seriously as a medium. That's the other half of my job, really. I advise the company on digital and mobile initiatives. In a manner of speaking, I am the guy, so as well, apart from marketing Tata Docomo. But more seriously, I think there is a huge opportunity out here for us, and we working in very closely with technology, because what's happening right now is that all these things, whether it's mobile or whichever platform, whatever platform, there are different ways to get to it. And I think the richness of interaction really is what we're going to be playing at. We did a small experiment with something which is not so sexy anymore, called Second Life. I had got Irfan and Yusuf Pathan onto Second Life there, and we got the real Irfan and Yusuf Pathan too at a press conference, and the avatars did the press conference, which is kind of cool, but it kind of fizzled out there. It was an experiment, and we'll keep playing around. But coming back to Tata Docomo, the point which she made, I think it's all about user-generated stuff, user conversations, and we do not also want to intrude upon them. That's very important, because I think it's really crude the way many advertisers, just pop up here and there. Pardon me, with all the interactive, agencies around. I think the way you need to do it is, if you're giving genuine value, if you're there, the medium will get monetized on its own. I do notice in some of my Facebook games, finally, that if I want to do something, you might have to end up paying real money. I think that's an interesting trend which is there, and I want to feed my fish for the next 3 months. Maybe I have to just put in my credit card number and my fish will be fed, and maybe I'll do it. I don't know. So there is that huge lurking opportunity out there, which is just not a fad, which I just kind of urge people around me and to really take it seriously. So I think we are dead serious about this.
Yeah, Abdul, I've got a question here for you, since you also talked about monetizing the medium itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the question is actually on Twitter. So around the world, Twitter has about an 80% usage via mobile phones. In India, it's less than 10%. Just wanted to check, what is Tata Docomo as one of the leaders in this, and who's using social media in such a huge way to actually try and get that mobile usage up, besides just tying up. So I think Tata Indicom initially tied up with Facebook, it fizzled out. Besides just a carrier tie-up, what do you think can really make this happen?
I think, first of all, welcome to our Twitter site at Tata Docomo. That's the first thing. If you notice the kind of, the 7,000 odd people out here, there are people who are genuinely curious, who want to see what is Tata Docomo's promise all about. Apart from the much touted 1 paisa and all those kind of things, which we did, is we are trying to inspire people to do and create something. That is the whole premise of the brand. So Twitter is one form, definitely, and getting people onto mobile, I think it's a behavioral change, and we are very optimistic, because the kind of audience we are getting is 22, 23, 24. And the initiatives which we are trying to do out here on Twitter, the first thing was, of course, which is very early. Also please remember, Tata Docomo is a brand which is barely 6 months old. So I know a whole lot of things which we are taking on out here, and we've been compared, which is very flattering that we've been compared to Airtel, Vodafone, or even Tata Indicom, which is rather 4.5 years old. But answering your question specifically, I think we will just have to create our community and fuel that community. We'll have to be doing tangible things. I sponsored an offline Twitter festival right here in Mumbai. That was an important thing. It wasn't much talked about, but except among